there. First off, I want to apologize about the mic. I think you have a lot of background noise there. Anyways, this is a video about an explanation of the randomization script, the asset randomizer that I uploaded on Nexus. And this video basically goes over how to install it. I have included everything I go over in this video in the mod description as well, but if you're more of a visual person, you can use this video instead. Anyways, let's get on with it. Now, once you download the mod, you'll have this archive here, this randomization.7 zip. Now, what you're going to do is extract. If I delete this, what you're going to do is basically extract this, and once you do, you'll get this ps1 file. Now, this is the actual PowerShell file that we want. Now, what we're going to do is, first off, to set the script up, we need to do two things. The first one is to make a root folder that the script is going to operate from within. Now, for my case, this followed for pip-boy background replacement. This is my root folder. This is what I'm considering my root folder. Now, I have all of these folders in here, all of these subfolders. Now, these PNGs, these images, they are not necessary. I just have them for my own sake. You don't need to have them. These are just like the images that show me what asset is in each folder. But anyways, that's going off topic. And you also don't need to have the files in your root folder. You can have the script anywhere you like. Now, you're gonna make these subfolders, and inside each of these you'll see that it's the same file and folders. Now, if, for example, I just went into this back1 folder. Now, if I go in, there's textures, anim objects, pip-boy, and this pip-boy, and this pip-boy screen.d. Now, if I go into some other folder, you can see again that it's textures, anim objects, pip-boy, this. Now, why is this important? This is important because when the script runs, you're going to give it this folder, and it's going to read all of these subfolders, any folder you have in this, and what it's going to do is randomly select any one folder from this. So let's say I am running the script and it selects this back5 folder. It'll go inside and select anything there is inside this folder and copy it and move it to whatever destination folder we provide. So if we don't if we aren't careful of the folder structure, then the script is going to mess up. We don't want that. So with that covered, we're going to move on to the next step, which is to actually set up the script. We're going to right click on this, open it with any text editor you want. I personally use VS Code. You can use that or Notepad++. I do not recommend the regular Notepad because it's not that good. Anyways, we're going to open it up in a text editor, and this is what you'll see. Now, there's only two things that you need to edit here, and we'll walk through them. The first one here is on line 10 right here, is the root folder here. What this is basically just the path to the root folder that contains all of these subfolders and the assets inside them. So what we're going to do is click here. We're going to right click and copy this, and we go back to our script and we right click, paste. We need to make sure that it's inside these quotation marks. If it's not, then the script won't work. And we basically put the path right there, and that's half of our thing done here. The second thing, the destination folder here, this is the same thing, but this is the path where the script will move the textures, or rather copy the textures, to after it's ran. So for my case, I want the script to copy whatever folder it picks from this. It's going to copy the assets from that into this folder. You can see again, this is textures, anim objects, pip-boy, and that DDS screen. So we're going to go into the folder that it needs to copy to, and we're going to again copy the path, and we're going to replace the destination folder, and that is it. This is all you need to do here. We can just save it and close out of this now. Now what we want to do now is basically just run it and it'll be done. We're going to double click it and run it, and you can see it says press enter to exit. This is part of the script, so it doesn't like immediately close. If it does immediately close while you run it, you can instead do this. You can launch PowerShell manually, and I have included a bit of code in the mod description on Nexus. You're going to copy that code and you're going to paste it inside PowerShell. Now, how do you copy inside PowerShell? You just copy it like you would normally and press right click, that'll copy into PowerShell. Now, this path right here, this C randomization.ps1, this is the path to this randomization script. Apologies for the jump cut, but we're going to do this part again. We're going to copy this, and now what this part is, this is another thing that you'll want to change when you're running this. You're going to place the path to your randomization script in there. So we're going to copy this, we're going to go back there and replace this part, this part with, come on man, we're going to copy that and put that in there. There we go. Now what we're going to do is run this. Okay, I get what the problem is. I have a space here at the start, so we're going to do that again without the space this time, and the script ran perfectly. Now we're going to close out of PowerShell, and if we go back to the folder, our destination folder, this file will be replaced with whatever file we choose from here. Now the script as it stands currently won't tell you which folder it picked, but it will pick a random folder and move it. You can verify if it's a DDS, you can like open it up in Photoshop or GIMP or see if the texture was changed. If it was ran perfectly like it just did, it will have changed the texture or whatever file you're trying to change, and that is pretty much it. You can use this to change textures like I'm doing. You can change this, like you can use this to change the music, the background music of your game. You can use this to change whatever you want basically, so long as it's a single like so long as you are making sure to have the folders with the correct folder structure. You can do pretty much anything. Even outside of gaming, you can have a script that basically moves or copies your files from this into whatever else you want. The possibilities are endless, as I mentioned on the mod page, and I personally use it, for now at least, to change the paper background and Fallout 4 for myself. You can use this to change, you can use this to do the same. You can use this to change music, again as I mentioned, or even if it is outside of Fallout, it'll still work. You just have to set it up like I did right now. And that is pretty much it. Thank you.